Stop calling it clean eating if your breakfast is already destroying the whole day. That sounds harsh, but it's true. A lot of people think they're doing everything right. They switch to oatmeal. They grab fruit smoothies. They buy low-fat yogurt. They stop frying food. They start eating healthy snacks. And somehow, they still feel bloated, still feel hungry, still keep craving sugar, still keep staring at their stomach, wondering why nothing is changing. Because no one told them this. You can eat foods that look healthy and still eat way too many carbs. And when that keeps happening from morning till night, your body never gets a break. So in this video, I'm giving you a full 7-day beginner clean eating meal plan with under 30 grams of carbs a day. Not complicated, not expensive. Not full of weird ingredients you'll use once and never buy again. Just simple meals, real food, and a plan you can actually follow for 7 days without losing your mind. And stay with me, because most people mess this up on day 2, not day 7, day 2. That's when the cravings start talking. That's when just one bite shows up. That's when people say, I need something sweet, and suddenly the whole plan is gone. But this time, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's start. Day 1. This day matters more than people realize, because the first day sets the tone for the whole week. If breakfast is weak, the whole day becomes a fight. So breakfast is 3 eggs scrambled in olive oil with spinach and mushrooms, plus half an avocado. Simple, filling, clean, low carb. This is the kind of breakfast that actually helps you feel fed, not excited for 20 minutes and starving an hour later. Because that's the problem with a lot of so-called healthy breakfasts. They're too light, too sweet, too soft, and they disappear fast. This breakfast gives you protein, healthy fat, and real food you can chew. That matters. Lunch is grilled chicken over a big salad with lettuce, cucumber, a little tomato, olive oil, and lemon. And yes, I said a little tomato. Because one mistake beginners make is acting like carbs only come from bread and sugar. No, carbs can sneak in from healthy extras too. You pour sweet dressing all over your salad. You add dried fruit. You toss in too much tomato. You sip juice on the side. And now your healthy lunch is not helping you anymore. Dinner is baked salmon with broccoli and cauliflower rice cooked with garlic and a little butter or olive oil. That meal right there? That's the kind of dinner that makes you feel like you're back in control. Not restricted, not punished, just steady. And if you want a snack, keep it tight. A boiled egg. Celery with a little almond butter. Nothing sugary, nothing random. Nothing that opens the floodgates. Now pause. Because this is where many people lose the plot. They eat one good meal, then reward themselves with a treat. One biscuit, one handful of crackers, one sweet drink, one small cheat, and that one little thing becomes the thing that keeps them stuck. Day 2. This is where the plan starts exposing habits. Breakfast is plain Greek yogurt with a small amount of berries and a sprinkle of chopped almonds. Not a giant bowl, not half the fruit basket, not sweetened yogurt pretending to be healthy. A small bowl. That's the difference between eating with intention and just eating whatever sounds clean. Lunch is zucchini noodles with ground turkey, garlic, herbs, olive oil, and a little parmesan. This is important because a lot of people don't actually miss food. They miss the feeling of familiar food. They miss pasta. They miss comfort. They miss the routine. So when you give yourself a meal that feels familiar, but doesn't overload you with carbs, it becomes easier to stay consistent. Dinner is a bunless burger with lettuce, cucumber, avocado, and green beans on the side. No bun, no fries, no sugary ketchup all over the plate. And before someone says, that sounds boring, let's be honest. What's actually boring is trying the same failed routine over and over again. That's boring. Feeling heavy after every meal is boring. Starting over every Monday is boring. Promising yourself change and then quitting by Wednesday is boring. Simple meals that work? That's freedom. If you need a snack, have a boiled egg or a few slices of cheese. And drink water. A lot of people think they're hungry when really they're tired, thirsty, bored, or just used to snacking all day. Day 3. This is where your old habits may start getting loud. This is also where your results start getting protected or destroyed. Breakfast is an omelet with eggs, spinach, a little bell pepper, and cheese. The reason this works is because you're not starting the day with sugar. You're starting with food that actually holds you. See, that changes the whole rhythm of the day. Lunch is tuna salad in lettuce wraps. Crunchy, fresh, fast. No bread. No wraps loaded with hidden starch. No pretending that whole wheat automatically means low carb. Dinner is roasted chicken thighs with zucchini and cauliflower mash. And this is the point in the week where something interesting usually happens. Your taste buds start changing. That super sweet stuff that used to call your name, it starts losing some of its power. That constant urge to eat every 2 hours, it starts calming down, not because you're using willpower, because your meals are finally doing their job. If your kitchen is still full of cereal, sweet granola bars, biscuits, juice, soda, and snack packs, you are making this harder than it needs to be. You cannot build a new routine while leaving your old traps wide open. Day 4. This is the busy day survival plan, because anyone can eat well when they have free time and motivation. The real test is what happens when life gets messy. Breakfast is 2 boiled eggs, half an avocado, and a few cherry tomatoes. Fast. No drama, no excuses. Lunch is leftover chicken chopped into a salad with leafy greens, cucumber, olive oil, and a little feta. And this right here is one of the smartest things you can learn. Leftovers are not lazy. Leftovers are strategy. People who stay consistent do not always cook from scratch 3 times a day. They repeat. They reuse. They simplify. That's how real consistency works. Dinner is garlic shrimp with sautéed cabbage and broccoli. Fast again, simple again, effective again. And if you need a snack, have a few almonds. Not endless handfuls while standing in the kitchen scrolling on your phone. A few. That little detail matters more than people think. Because this plan only works if you stop lying to yourself about portions. Day 5. By now, one of 2 things is happening. Either you're feeling lighter, sharper, and more in control, or you're feeling tired because you've been under-eating and trying to survive on tiny snacks. So breakfast is scrambled eggs with smoked salmon and spinach. A real breakfast. A breakfast that tells your body, relax. Food is coming, we're not starving. Lunch is an avocado chicken bowl with lettuce, cucumber, olive oil, and lemon. This is the kind of meal that looks basic on paper, but in real life, it saves people. Because when meals are clean and predictable, your cravings stop running the show. Dinner is beef stir-fry with zucchini, mushrooms, and a little bell pepper. No sugary bottled sauce, no sweet glaze, no hidden mess. Use simple seasoning and keep it clean. And if you want something sweet after dinner, go for a few raspberries with a spoon of unsweetened Greek yogurt. That way, you don't create that dangerous feeling of deprivation. Because once people start saying, I can't have anything, that's when the rebound eating begins. Day 6. Weekend danger. This is where so many people ruin a good week. Not because they were hungry, because they got casual. Breakfast is a cheese and mushroom omelet with cucumber on the side. Lunch is turkey lettuce wraps with avocado and a crunchy side salad. And if you're eating out, keep it simple. Pick meat or fish, ask for vegetables. Skip the bread basket, skip the fries, skip the sugary drink. That one decision can save your whole day. Dinner is roasted chicken with asparagus and cauliflower mash. Comfort food, without the carb overload. And if cravings hit later, slow down before you react. This matters. Not every craving deserves an answer. Sometimes it's boredom. Sometimes it's routine. Sometimes it's emotion. Sometimes it's just Saturday. That doesn't mean you need sugar. If you are truly hungry, eat something that fits the plan. Boiled eggs, cheese, olives, cucumber slices. Not a cheat moment that turns into an all-night spiral. Day 7. This is where you prove something to yourself. Not that you can be perfect, that you can be consistent. Breakfast is a simple bowl with eggs, avocado, cucumber, and sautéed spinach. Lunch is salmon salad with leafy greens, olive oil, and lemon. Dinner is steak with mushrooms and roasted zucchini. By this point, some people start complaining that the meals repeat. Good. That means it's working. You do not need endless variety to get results. You need meals that are easy enough to repeat when life is busy. That is what makes this beginner-friendly. Now let's talk about the real reason this plan can change things for people. It removes confusion. That's the hidden problem for a lot of people. It's not just hunger, it's decision fatigue. Every day they ask, what should I eat? Is this healthy? Is this too much? Can I have this? Should I start tomorrow instead? And by the time they're done overthinking, they grab whatever is easiest. This plan kills that pattern. You already know breakfast. You already know lunch. You already know dinner. You already know the snack options. No drama, no guessing, no fake healthy traps. But listen carefully. Under 30 grams of carbs a day is strict. So if you start casually adding fruit juice, sweet coffee drinks, bread, crackers, healthy bars, oats, granola, or random cheat bites, you can wipe out the plan fast. This is where people fool themselves. They say, I barely ate anything. But what they mean is, they barely ate meals. They still snacked all day. They still sipped sugar. They still picked at little things. They still kept the carb drip going from morning to night. And those little things count. They count a lot. So if you want this week to actually work, follow these rules. Drink water, plain tea, coffee without sugar, keep your drinks clean. So you build every meal around protein first. Then add healthy fats. Then add non-starchy vegetables. Keep sauces simple. Stop pouring sweet dressings and sugary condiments all over clean food. Use leftovers on purpose. Cook extra chicken, boil extra eggs. Wash your vegetables early. Make the next meal easier before you need it. And stop trying to make every meal exciting. That's another trap. You do not need every plate to feel like a restaurant. You need food that helps you stay consistent long enough to see change. That is the goal. Not entertainment, not perfection, not suffering, just structure. And one more thing. Do not turn this into an excuse to eat 0 vegetables and call it healthy. That is not the assignment. You still need balance. You still need real food. You still need meals that support your body, not just your carb target. This is also not a challenge to starve yourself. Some people hear under 30 grams of carbs and start eating like they're afraid of food. Then they crash. Then they binge. Then they blame the plan. That is not the move. Eat enough protein. Eat enough healthy fat. Eat enough vegetables. Make your meals satisfying. That is how you make this doable. And if you have diabetes or take blood sugar medication, especially insulin, do not make a major change like this without talking to your healthcare professional first. That part is serious. Now here's the truth. This 7-day plan is not magic. It's better than magic. It's clear. That's what makes it powerful. Because when your meals are clear, your choices get better. When your choices get better, your days get better. When your days get better, your body starts responding. And for a lot of people, the biggest change is not just what happens on the scale. It's that they stop feeling out of control around food. They stop waking up every day confused. They stop grazing all afternoon. They stop calling sugar cravings hunger. They stop pretending that random snacks don't count. That is a huge win. So if you're ready to reset your eating, calm the chaos, and give your body a full week of simple, clean, low-carb meals, try this plan exactly as it is. No freestyle. No little cheats. No, I'll just start properly tomorrow. 7 days. That's all. 7 days of clean meals. 7 days of lower carbs. 7 days of doing the simple things that most people keep avoiding. And if you do it right, you may be surprised by how quickly your body starts saying thank you.